Why isn't it working?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just was having
Takes
coffee.
time, yeah, okay.
Okay, welcome everybody. We'll start the meeting and join us, stay standing, join us in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right, I'll make a motion for the approval of the agenda. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Make a motion for the approval of the minutes of April 11th. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Aye. There is no solicitor tonight, so there's no report of executive session. Does the public have any comment on any non-agenda items, any public comment? Yes, Debbie.
And thank you to the board for allowing Rotary to partner and use the community center for the educational program. We had about 50 people,
Nice,
which is really nice. So thank
nice,
you.
good. Always happy to hear of a successful event at the Prairie Center. How about anyone on Zoom? Michael Coffey, it's nice to see you. Any public comment on non-agenda items?
Hello, not for me, thanks.
Okay, moving on. Announcements. Mark, do you have any announcements? Okay, just a couple of quick thank yous. Thank you to all the poll workers for Tuesday's primary election. We're glad for the 4 polling places that Middle Smithfield now has. Apparently everything went without incident, so that's terrific. Thank you to the Pocono Photo Club for their display over at the Community and Cultural Center for the month of April. And coming up is a show in May, Flower Power. So Tricia Lowry Lippert is once again curating this show for all things that have to do with flowers. They'll have an opening reception on May 9th. And that is all I have for announcements, unless you have anything, anyone? Okay, moving on. Michelle, was there any correspondence?
No,
That brings us to the treasurer's report and the payables. So I will make a motion, or would you like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
For,
Motion to pay general fund bills. $6,000, $186,520.02.
I'll second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
The motion to pay bills from our sewer fund for $55,150.79.
I'll second. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Aye.
Motion to pay bills from our golf course and club house, $4,597.13.
I'll second. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Aye. No solicitors report, no engineers report, no old business. So we have one piece of new business, and that is a request from the Bushkill Fire Company to waive the banner fee application to hang a banner across 209 for their fundraiser. So yeah, you want to make a motion? Okay, Mark makes the motion. I'll second. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Aye. Any public comment? Yes, Ed.
2 topics. Did you have an excess of volunteers for the cleanup day?
We didn't have an excess because there's still litter, so you can never have too many.
I know.
But we had
I was just thinking of the allocation because there were 20 people walking, the one group walking up and down 209. So
Mhm.
crazy. On a more serious side, the green light program. few
Yes.
weeks ago, or one of the last meetings, I thought I heard someone say that that was just for emergency. It will, regulate the traffic so that it will flow freely in an emergency, but it's not an everyday thing. Is that correct?
That's what I heard as well.
Okay. In talking to one of the people that was working on one of the lights, he said it's gonna be every day.
Okay,
But that said, I mean, it's not gonna take effect for a while yet. We still have the summer to put up with all of our traffic lights that are not working properly. Is that something that,
well, as far as them not working properly, my understanding is that right now it's temporary while they get the green light while they get everything working. So for example, the light coming out of Middle Smithfield Elementary was operating even though there was no one coming out of Middle Smithfield Elementary. It was still running through its cycle of, red and green. That was due to them installing the green light go. It's not gonna be that forever. It'll be motion, it'll be, not motion, weight sensitive.
I know, that was a minor inconvenience, but the one at, next to Wayne Bank, that goes red by itself at times.
And it will until my understanding is that's gonna happen until they have green light go.
That's not gonna be till months from now.
Um,
Do we have to put up with that all summer when the traffic really gets heavy?
It's a good question.
Well, is that something maybe the EDC can work on through the politicians if we get contact people to talk to?
We will find out.
Okay.
So, but you did bring up something else that I should have, put under public comment, which I hope under announcements, which I hope I can add now. And that is to thank the hordes of people that came out for, cleaning up litter 1,000 feet of street at a time. I don't have all the statistics yet of how many bags of garbage were cleaned up. But it was literally tons of garbage. We had more volunteers than we thought. I had to run home for more pickers, my private stash of pickers, because we ran out of pickers that we were giving people for that day. Many had come in on their own, as they normally do to litter pick on their own time. And then we were just overwhelmed that day. This room was full. I mean, Boy Scout Troop 902, Boy Scout Troop 87 brought a ton of people too. So Wayne Bank was here. I mean, you could see Chris's posts. He tried to thank everybody that he could that came. So thank you to all the volunteers. There's a demonstrable difference, especially like on Pool Bar. Team Pool Bar did a terrific job with their many bags of garbage. So I'd like to thank, I'm sure the whole board wants to thank those people. So thank you for reminding me to do that. Is there any other public comment from anyone? Michael? Coffee? No? Okay, so
Nope.
is it safe to make a motion to adjourn?
It's too early.
It's funding.
Okay, is that a
It is,
second?
we didn't break a weapon. That's the second.
Okay,
No weapon.
all in favor? Aye.
Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah,
Thank you to PRC 13.
yeah.
Well, it wasn't exactly the House of Representatives.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's business out there, it's just not for now. Coming out.